biggest thing we're bringing is a brand new Tony Gwynn drop I did with his estate. So we just signed a deal at therealist.com to actually go through his entire archives, present them, and auction them off. And to announce it, we did this limited edition 1994 The Lost Season card. Because, you know, between August of 93 and May of 95, Tony Gwynn batted .406 in 162 games. So in the back, we have the stats of what could have been.
Gotta get yourself ready.
Yes, there are hugs, and then there's that.
Now, what is that?
What is the purpose of that?
It's an anemometer. It measures
9-7, and a game that the Dodgers really need to win. Certainly, it's the rubber game of this three-game set, and if they want a winning road trip, they've got to win this one today behind the right-hander.
Yeah, and for Yamamoto in the month of July, 5 starts. While his record was only 2-1, his ERA barely over 2.03. He's pitched very well. He's not had a lot of run support. And if we look at last Monday's performance in Cincinnati against the Reds, allowed just 1 earned run in 7 innings of work. In the final 6 innings, did not allow a run and only 2 hits in that span.
They'll face right-hander Joe Boyle, who's just 1-1 with a 2.82 ERA. It'll be his 7th appearance and only his 3rd start of the season, but he's made the most of his opportunities.
Yeah, he has. And this is going to be the first start, really, as a member of the starting rotation. The other 2 have been spot starts and maybe an opener on top of it. For Boyle, you don't have trouble finding him in the crowd. He stands 6'8", 25-year-old right-hander, and he's allowed just a 128 batting average against.
Yoshinobu Yamamoto against Joe Boyle, Dodgers and the Rays. Final game of this 3-game set, final game of this 3-city road trip. Coming up, Tim.
All right, yeah, the lineup's going to look a little different with Shohei Ohtani back atop the leadoff spot as the designated hitter. Mookie Betts back batting second as your shortstop. You're going to see Michael Conforto in left, Andy Pages in center. A day off for Teoscar Hernandez. Alex Call, who the Dodgers acquired at the trade deadline from the Nationals, he'll get the start and bat 9th in right field. And Alex Freeland continues to play well for the Dodgers. Will get the start at third base. Don't forget, when this game's over, I'll have all the post-game festivities, wrap-up, reaction, and Dodger talk as well. Dodgers looking for a happy flight home with a win today in Tampa. It's the rubber game of this 3-game set. First pitch is next. I'm Tim Cates, and this, the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
Champions once again, my friend.
World Series champion Los Angeles Dodgers.
This is just the beginning of this team's title window.
Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way. Yeah.
This has been Morongo Casino. Dodgers on deck on the world champion Dodgers Audio Network.
You either with me or against me, though.
Living out their dream.
They've added even more.
Now we go for 2 in a row.
Win, 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 win. Yeah. Curve everything else. Win, 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 win.
In the backyard and dreaming about this moment.
Start chasing that chip. Stop. Win, 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 win.
This has been Morongo Casino. Dodgers on deck. The MVP for fun, food, and good times. Dodgers baseball is brought to you by Superior Grocers.
Quality, variety, and value.
Shakey's Pizza.
Get more meal for deal at Shakey's.com.
And by Estrella Jalisco.
Back-to-back home runs in the bottom of the ninth.
First pitch is just moments away on your home of the world champion LA Dodgers. The home of the world champion LA Dodgers. KLAC KYSR HD2 Los Angeles. Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
National League West Division champion.
10,000 hours.
There's still more steps to take.
Get to stepping. So go ahead and give us the flowers.
Just getting started.
Gotta know by now it's way more than luck.
This team has continued to pour.
The name of the business is Legacy Catering. We all were talking about how mom taught us all how to cook. She was a cook at the public school system for ages. So we all started to cook with her, so we decided, to to do the business, so we went to figure out what we're going to call it. So we said, let's cook in honor of our mother. So that's what legacy came in. And just remember that legacy catering is about people. And this is what barbecuing is all about. And this is why we love it.
Guess who that is? Roger McDowell.
Check him out. He has his uniform on upside down with the shoes on the hand, and it looks like he's walking on his hands. Has his cap hanging down. That's supposed to be his head. Well, the Mets really trying to turn it around. They do, however, trail in this ball game 4-0. I love that.
Being a dad to my 4-year-old daughter, Penelope. Making sure she has a strong, healthy start means being present, playing, and staying patient, even when it feels challenging. First 5 California is my go-to for tips and supporting her growth and well-being, so she can thrive no matter what challenges come her way. Learn more at first5california.com.
Another pitch, another play, and another legendary moment with the boys in blue. But what makes the game even better? A beer that's beyond ordinary. Asahi Super Dry. With its crisp, clean taste and bold character, Asahi goes beyond what you expect in a beer. It's a drink for those who crave more. So whether you're cheering for a walk-off or just exploring new experiences, grab an Asahi Super Dry and go beyond the ordinary. Because with Asahi, it's always beyond expect. Asahi Super Dry. Always drink responsibly.
It's Andre here. Back to school is here, and time to get back into our routines and back to packing those lunches. At Superior Grocers, we got everything you need to keep those lunch boxes fresh and fun. From crisp fruits and veggies to soft, freshly baked bread to make
What is something that you snack on that you don't worry about?
I love Uncrustables. I could eat like 10 of them in one sitting.
And no regard for his body.
I don't even wait till I thaw out.
Hey, put them in a toaster next time. Just toast it, yep. It'll change your life.
Yeah, just an incredible play by Riley Green.
You're an all-star on the field and off, bro.
I appreciate it.
Hey,
thank you.
Riley Green, bro, food genius.
4-4 on this road trip. 3 cities, Boston, Cincinnati, and now in Tampa. And for the Dodgers trying to get back on the winning track, they're 64-47. And for the Dodgers, a 3-game lead in front of the second-place Padres in the National League Western Division. Hi, everybody. Rick Mundy alongside Tim Neverett and with producer-engineer Dwayne McDonald as we get set to go. The umpiring crew just arriving on the field about a minute before first pitch is scheduled. So the lineup cards have been exchanged. And for Dave Roberts, a little bit of a different look at the top of the order. Shohei Ohtani moves back to the leadoff spot. He's the designated hitter. Mookie Betts batting second today at shortstop. Freddie Freeman is at first. Batting fourth and doing the catching, Will Smith. Michael Conforto is in left field. Andy Pages starts in center. At third base, Alex Freeland. Tommy Edman will be at second. And the newest member of the Dodgers, Alex Call, is getting the call and playing in right field with Yoshinobu Yamamoto on the mound and doing the pitching. The umpiring assignments, Dan Bellino, the crew chief. He'll call the balls and strikes. Clint Vondrak is at first. Tony Randazzo umpiring at second. And Phil Cuzzi is over at third. So the umps have arrived. We're all set to go. Happy to have you with us. And with a call from Tampa, here's Tim.
Thank you very much, Mo. Shohei Ohtani stepping in his first at bat, brought to you by Asahi Super Dry Beer, embodying the refreshing taste of modern Japan. Go beyond the expected. Rays wearing their regular home whites, Rays across the chest, blue piping. And the Dodgers traveling road grays, Dodgers across the chest, red numeral in front. And Joe Boyle will work out of the stretch at all times. The 6'8" right-hander delivers high and away, ball one. 12:10 Eastern time. The first pitch, 91 degrees, humid, partly cloudy. Time and temp brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Strike called, and it's 1-1 to Ohtani, who gets moved back into the leadoff spot today. Betts to follow. He's on deck. Last time Ohtani led off was on this road trip in Boston, and he had a leadoff homer at Fenway Park. Takes inside, 2 balls and a strike. 271 the average, 38 home runs, 73 runs batted in. He scored a major league best 101 runs. And Boyle out of Notre Dame pitches home. A swing and a miss by Shohei. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the Dodgers' designated hitter. Early game on this Sunday. Say good morning to you on the West Coast. There's some early Dodger baseball from Tampa Bay. 2-2. Outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And Boyle 1-1. 7th appearance, his 3rd start. He had been with the A's up until this season. And a 3-2 pitch to Ohtani. Outside, ball 4, and the leadoff man is aboard.
It's a little strange because Boyle, one thing that he has been able to do since he's come over to the Rays is to throw strikes, but not here. Walks the leadoff man.
Well, the walk had been a big problem for him in the A's organization. Way too many walks there for their liking, and they tried to use him in long relief. But starting most of the time now for the Rays, part of the rotation. 1 on, nobody out, Mookie up. And the pitch to Mookie in there for a strike. Betts hitting .235. That's a career low for him. Just 11 home runs and 47 runs batted in. 0 for his last 14. So he's due. And Boyle stretching now, pitching. And Mookie bounces it toward third. Caminero goes to second. 1 on to first and around the horn, double play. 2 outs and Freddie Freeman coming up.
Well, Dodgers, we talked on the pregame show, really the last number of days, they've had difficulty making contact on this road trip where they're 4-4, and they've struck out 91 times, 26 times in the first 2 games of this series.
Freddie Freeman has reached base in 18 straight games. Standing in from the left side, takes a fastball, just a little bit low, ball 1. Freddie's got his average up over 300 at .302. A dozen home runs. He had 2 hits yesterday. And he had 2 hits the game before, including a double and a home run. 2 balls and no strikes now to Freddie Freeman. Right side of the infield playing him to pull. And a stretch, and Boyle's 2-0. Strike called. And another fastball. One of the things that Tampa Bay did with Boyle when they got him was changed his changeup grip. So he had made an adjustment there, and they changed his grip on a number of pitches. Freddie takes another strike, and it's 2-2. That was a slider. And by changing the grip, what they wanted him to do was increase his spin rate. And on pretty much every pitch, the spin rate's gone up. It's been more effective for him, and he's been able to get more big league time. Freeman strokes one deep to right center field. This ball back and off the wall. Freddie around first. He's on his way to second, and he is in with a 2-out stand-up double.
Well, Freddie Freeman, within the last couple of weeks, first of all, his right ankle has gotten better. The other part, too, he's starting to look at some video. And he discovers, look, I'm putting too much weight on my back foot. As a result, that right elbow comes up. Left-handed batter gets underneath the ball. So he has transferred some weight, distribution a little bit more towards the front foot in his stance initially.
Well, Freeman at second base, 2 outs for Will Smith. Boyle's pitch, and Smith takes on the inside edge for a strike.
What we kept saying is that when Freeman gets it figured out, gets that swing back underway, some pitchers are going to pay a dear price for it, and they're beginning to pay it now.
Boyle looks back at second base. He will kick and come to the plate. And Smith hits a high drive to left field. Going back on it is the left fielder, Jake Mangum, and at the wall he makes the catch. And the side is retired to the deepest part of the ballpark. And Smith just missed it. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left after a half inning in Tampa Bay. It's the Dodgers nothing and the Rays coming to bat.
Yeah, mine was a tops now as well. I hit my first walk-off last year against the Mets.
Jacob Young, Nationals win! Now he's got his first walk-off big league hit.
Dad had bought a stack of them, and I was like, I think we can get these ourselves, but he went ahead and bought a stack for himself.
Like business cards. There you go.
But it was awesome just to have that moment and have everyone so excited to have a picture of you is a fun moment.
And you're just too stylish to have superstitions.
Zero. I can't do it. Too many collared cleats, too many gloves, too many webbing gloves, too many bats.
I do put on my right glove first, then the left, then the thumb guard, then I put on my leg guard, my elbow guard.
Anything you put on first?
Nah, not really.
Nothing?
Nah. I like to say I'm not superstitious, but a little stitious.
The first inning, Yoshinobu Yamamoto will face Yandy Diaz, Brandon Lau, and Junior Caminero. 22nd start for Yamamoto, and he winds and throws this one home for, well, it looked like a strike. Called the ball, apparently outside a little bit. And Diaz had himself a day yesterday, 2 home runs and a single. He had 3 hits, went 3 for 4. Now a strike, same spot. 1 ball, 1 strike to Yandy Diaz, who's hitting .285, 20 homers. Right-handed batter, open stance, looks out, and Yamamoto sends one on the corner and grazes it for a strike. 1-2. Opposition hitting .197 against Yamamoto. That's 4th best in the National League. And he deals a little bit low to Diaz. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Yamamoto on the road, 6-3, 9-7 overall. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a ground ball left side of the infield. Freeland grabs it with a throw to first base. Gets Diaz one away.
For Yamamoto, you start to look at July, the 5 starts. Well, his record was 2-1. That's not bad. But his ERA was a fraction above 2, 2.03. Well, that's the good news. The bad news is only 1 pitcher in the National League has received fewer run support than what Yamamoto has had. Dodgers have just not had a lot of runs when he's been on the mound.
Left-handed hitter Brandon Lau, playing first base today, takes a strike. It is a hot and humid afternoon here in West Florida on the Gulf Coast. There's a shot past a diving Tommy Edman into right field, and that's a base hit.
Well, there is a little bit of a breeze. They announced it 10 miles an hour out towards center field when it's kind of moved to left center and then to right center. So it's kind of gusting in a couple of different directions.
It's the first day here that we've seen the flags moving. And that's a good sign. Get that air moving around because it had been very still the first 2 days. Allow at first base, one away, no score, bottom of the first. And the pitch to Junior Caminero, the third baseman, is there for a strike called on the outside corner.
Yeah, the heat index is a very sticky 104 and expected to go higher.
Here's an 0-1 pitch. Caminero waves at the curveball and misses. It's 0-2. Yeah, off in the distance behind the right field wall, right near the Tampa Bay Buccaneers Stadium, there is an enormous Buccaneers flag, and that one is getting a workout today. Pitch cut on and missed. Fastball inside, and Caminero strikes out. First strikeout for Yamamoto.
That's been a big pitch, along with the splitter for Yamamoto, but especially that fastball, when he works it inside, it's just a 190 batting average against that pitch.
Well, Josh Lowe, the right fielder now, batting cleanup, hitting .242. He swings, fouls this pitch into the Dodger dugout on the third base side. At Children's Hospital Los Angeles, groundbreaking research meets world-class expertise and treatment. U.S. News and World Report once again has named CHLA the #1 hospital in California. Learn more today at chla.org. Pitch inside to Lowe. It's 1-1.
I like that pitch right there. Come inside off the plate. Now does he come possibly with a splitter down and away to a left-handed batter?
The stretch, and Yamamoto ready to deliver. He kicks and fires, and he gets a swing and a miss.
No, he came upstairs with a fastball again.
94 on the fastball.
You know, that elevated fastball, Tim, we see a lot of hitters that are late to the dance, and that's exactly what it's been with Lowe here in 2 swings that he's had. So that fastball, perceived velocity versus, hey, it's on me in a hurry if you're looking at it from a hitter standpoint.
1 ball, 2 strike pitch to Lowe from Yamamoto. Swung on, grounded to Mookie Betts just to the left of the bag. He grabs it, steps on the base, and that's the force out that retires the side. No runs, 1 hit, 1 man left. And at the end of a full inning,
There's so much history here, and when I put it on and it's so light, it just feels just right. It feels just right. I mean, look at this. It got the city on it. When I was 7 years old, my uncle takes me where? To Shea Stadium. Darryl Strawberry hits a home run, and I become a fan for life.
Motors broadcast booth on your official home of Los Angeles Dodgers baseball.
Michael Conforto will lead off for the Dodgers to start the top of the second inning. No score. Facing right-hander Joe Boyle, and the pitch is in for a called strike. Top of the second, brought to you by Budweiser. This Bud's for you. Conforto at 195, still flirting with the 200 mark. 9 home runs, 24 runs batted in. Swings and fouls it back off the catcher's mitt. That is strike 2. Hunter Fiducia doing the catching again today. Former Dodger prospect up until Thursday when he was traded to Tampa Bay. And he'll get much more of an opportunity in the big leagues with Tampa Bay. Right now, he's playing in his second game with the Rays. He played in 2 games all season with the Dodgers. 0-2 pitch to Conforto. He swings, hits this one well to left field. Mangum goes back near the warning track, and right in front of the track makes the catch for the out. One gone for the Dodgers in the second. Andy Pages coming up. Pages a .276. Was 0 for 3 in the game yesterday. 0 for 4 the night before. He does not have a hit in this series. His last hit was the second inning on Wednesday in Cincinnati. And he takes low ball 1. A little bit inside as well. The infield playing Pages to pull. And there's a slider that caught the inside part of the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike to Pages. Outfield playing him straight up. Second baseman Ha-Seong Kim playing near the bag. And Andy is hit by a pitch. He got it right on the left hand, looked like. The Dodgers will have a base runner. Pages seems to be okay, and he'll trot down to first in a moment.
He's looking at his hand, but he'll trot down to first. I'm really surprised. I've said this before. If you look at Ohtani, he's one of the players that has on the back of his bottom hand, left-handed batter, it's his right hand. On the back of the batting glove, there's some Velcro, and then you attach some hard plastic. And I don't know why more hitters don't attach that. It does not restrict movement at all.
And Alex Freeland, the switch-hitting third baseman, takes a ball.
And the reason that you put that hard plastic on there, it absorbs the shock, and especially if you get hit by a pitch. I mean, hands, all the bones in the hand, very fragile.
1-0 pitch to Freeland. And he looks at a strike at the knees.
I say fragile when a 95 to a 98 mile an hour fastball hits it and you're holding the bat. I mean, what gives way is tissue.
Yeah, a lot of small bones. And again, you don't know what kind of damage can be done. But I agree with you. I like the idea of having the plastic shield there. Pitch low and into Freeland, 2-1.
Well, especially since guys are wearing elbow pads and you've got shin guards too to protect. Why not protect the hands? Because, obviously, from a hitting standpoint, they're rather important.
2-1 on the way from Boyle. And it's taken for a strike. Pages looked like he was thinking about taking second base and then shut it down. 2-2 to Freeland, his 4th major league game. He's hit safely in his previous 3. 4 for 9 since making his major league debut Wednesday in Cincinnati. Looks out at the right-hander Boyle, and Boyle will deliver home. And Freeland fouls it back, still 2-2.
Well, Boyle's 6'8", as you mentioned earlier, and it takes a little extra time for him to get through that delivery. He just had the stopwatch on him. It was over 1.4, almost 1.5 seconds to get the ball to his catcher. That's a little bit high. You like 1.3 or less.
Pages leads at first. Quick turn and a throw over there, and Andy is back standing. Shortstop Taylor Walls close to the bag at second. 1 man out. 2-2 pitch. There goes Pages for second. Swing and a miss. Throw down, and Andy is in standing. A stolen base for Pages as Freeland strikes out.
Well, Pages thought he had a bigger jump than what he maybe did, but very seldom do you see a guy steal a base standing up.
Freeland very slow to go back to the dugout. I'm wondering if he thought that it might have been interfered with or something, but on a stolen base it would be the other way typically. Anyway, 2 down. And a runner at second base. And the batter is Tommy Edman, switch hitter batting left-handed, and he'll take low ball 1. Tommy's first at bat. Presented by Edmunds. Get an offer for your car. Find your next one all on Edmunds.com. Tommy's been on base in 6 straight games, hitting .226, dozen home runs. Baez dancing off of second base. He's got Boyle's attention. Now Boyle comes to the plate. There's a ground ball up the middle. It is cut off by Walls. He throws on to first to get the out. Boy, Walls just saved a run there, perhaps. Terrific play by the Tampa Bay shortstop.
He wound up making that.
Yeah, mine was a tops now as well. I hit my first walk-off last year against the Mets.
Jacob Young, Nationals win! Now he's got his first walk-off big league hit.
Dad had bought a stack of them. And I was like, I think we can get these ourselves, but he went ahead and bought a stack for himself.
Like business cards. There you go.
But it was awesome just to, have that moment and have everyone so excited to, have a picture of you is a fun moment.
/promotions. You're listening to LA Dodgers baseball.
On top of the mountain.
On the world champion LA Dodgers audio network.
No score, bottom of the second inning. Ha-Seong Kim, right-handed hitting infielder at the plate, and Yamamoto deals him a strike. 0-1. Kim, 205 hitter, 8 for 39. 1 homer, 3 runs batted in. And the Dodger right-hander turns, delivers. Swing and a foul ball off the front of the Dodger dugout. Yamamoto offered him a curveball. He gets ahead, 0-2. He's a shifted direction now, going out toward left field, right toward the left field foul pole. Swing and a foul back by Kim. And it is still 0-2. Work hard, play hard in a new Tacoma with an I-Force turbocharged engine. It's a truck built for the bold. See your Toyota dealer today. They make it easy. And now Yamamoto's 0-2 pitch to Kim. Ground ball towards second. Couple of steps to his glove side is Edman. He grabs it and sidearms to first for the out. 1 away for Tampa Bay.
Hey, friends, you can stream every out-of-market game live or on demand. That's right. Plus, you can also stream MLB Network 24/7 for the entire season. So blackout and restrictions do apply. We encourage you to visit MLB.tv for more details.
Hunter Fiducia, left-handed batter, looking for his first hit in the big leagues this year. He's 0 for 3 with Tampa Bay, was 0 for 2 with the Dodgers. Takes the ball 1-0. Will Smith sets an outside target. Now the 1-0 pitch. Right on target, but off the plate for ball 2. Another great crowd here at George Steinbrenner Field, but it is warm. You can see people using fans or game programs for fans. As you look around, everybody's kind of fanning themselves.
Fans with fans.
Right. And a 2-ball, 1-strike count to Hunter Fiducia, the pitch. That's low and away, and Yamamoto falls behind Fiducia, 3-1. And no score. Dodgers had a man in scoring position in the first. Another man on in the second. Couldn't get him around. 3-1. Fiducia swings and carves it foul out of play way down the third base side. It's over by the Dodger bullpen.
Yamamoto trying to really carry through Last pitched on Monday. That was in Cincinnati against the Reds. The winning pitcher allowed 1 earned run, 7 innings.
3-2, full count as Fiducia waits at the plate. Yamamoto rocks and fires. Ball is swung on and fouled over by the on-deck circle.
You know, the Dodgers, obviously, with some injuries that they've had and then limited number of innings pitched, you start to look at the starting rotation. You know, they've had, and we're on the 3rd of August, there have only been 8 starts by Dodgers starting pitchers of 7 innings or more pitched, and Yamamoto has 5 of those 7.
Been consistent in that regard, and Fiducia's got his first hit of the season. He swings at a fastball down the middle, 3-2, and lines it into right. 1-out single for Hunter Fiducia.
But another way to look at that, quite frankly, is if you're looking at, okay, fine. This is game number what? 102?
112.
112. It's only
you missed 10.
8 starts. I'm sick. Only 8 starts have gone 7 innings or more. But the bottom line is that's put a huge workload on the bullpen.
Jake Mangum fouls one back. Hey, remember those 10 days you took off?
Yeah, well,
you didn't get them back, apparently.
Hard to go back and grab them.
It is 102 for you.
Yeah. Which is more than anybody else.
The Balls had 1 strike to Mangum. Left fielder swings, hits a ground ball to second. Tommy Edmonds shovels to second, 1 on to first. Too late. Boy, Mangum got down the line in a hurry. And he beat the throw from Betts. So forced out at second is Fiducia, 4-6. And Mangum reaches 2 men out. And Johnny DeLuca, the center fielder, up.
And you just wonder, Mangum might be thinking about trying to run too. I mean, the Rays are not shy in trying to steal.
Well, they lead Major League Baseball in stolen bases as a team with 144. DeLuca from Agora Hills. There goes the runner, and not even worth a throw from Smith.
He'd already taken 5 steps before Yamamoto even came out of the stretch position. That's just asleep at the wheel.
16th steal for Mangum, and the pitch is strike. 0-1 to DeLuca. No score, bottom of the 2nd inning. Stretching the pitch. It's low ball 1. You know how you hear the term where you're going to take off for second on the first move? There wasn't even a first move. There wasn't even a look over to first by Yamamoto. 1-1 pitch. And that's outside 2-1.
One of the areas that you also scout is pitchers, tendencies that they have. If they're going to home plate, do they look over once? Do they look over maybe not even the one time if they're going home versus the pickoff?
2-ball, 1-strike pitch. Here it comes. And it is swung on and fouled back. It's 2-2 now to Johnny DeLuca.
I mean, the old telltale has been with left-handed pitching. You look at it. So many times left-handed pitchers, they come up out of the stretch position. If they're looking at you at first base, they're going home. If they come out of the stretch looking at home plate, that means they're probably trying to pick you off at first.
2-2 from Yamamoto. And DeLuca, check swing, fouls it back to the screen.
That's why scouting is more than, well, let's see. He went 3 for 4. He looked like he threw the ball well. He had high velocity, didn't walk any guys. What's this fielder do? I mean, you really get down, you break down everything.
The 2-2 pitch from Yamamoto to Johnny DeLuca. DeLuca looks at a ball in the dirt, a curve, and it's now 3-2.
I mean, the information that we get is overwhelming, and we're not getting nearly as much as that is available to the team. And how that is broken down to the players, too, either from an offensive or defensive standpoint.
Payoff pitch to DeLuca. 2 outs, runner at second. It's on the way, and DeLuca swung and fouled it back.
Like defense. Defense, you may be playing a guy one way if you have a guy that relies upon the fastball more than the breaking ball. And then you play him a different way if you have a guy that throws more off-speed pitches.
So the 3-2 pitch will be coming right now from Yamamoto to Johnny DeLuca. Here it is. And he struck him out looking with a cutter on the inner half and leaves a man at second base. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left, no Dodger errors. We go to the third in Tampa. The score, the Dodgers nothing, Rays.
You know, in Boston, every now and then, you'll do those throwback days where you bring out the big baggy jerseys, and the baggier, the better. When I broke into the league, everybody was wearing really baggy pants, and then as the years go along, I started wearing these skinny, mini, tight pants that looked like they were painted on. So by the time I was with Boston, I really wanted to wear the baggier, the better. We just wanted to be flying around in the outfield there, having a good time.
Los Angeles Dodgers baseball.
Dodger right fielder Alex Call to lead off the top of the third inning. No score. Right-handed batter takes a strike. This year with the Nationals, Call 273 hitter, 3 home runs. He's driven in 26. It's his first start with the Dodgers. He got in 2 nights ago. There's a ground ball to third. That's backhanded by Caminero near the bag. Throws almost off the mark. Stepping back into foul territory, Brandon Lau. He makes the catch. And Call is out 5-3. So 1 away. And back to the top of the order in Shohei Ohtani. On this date last year, Ohtani joined the 30-30 club. Got 30 home runs, 30 steals. As the team beat the Athletics 10-0. First pitch fouled off. Slider. It's 0-1. And Ohtani became the 3rd fastest player in baseball to accomplish the feat. Did it in 108 games behind Eric Davis of the Reds in 1987, who did it in 90 games. And Alex Rodriguez, 107 and 98 with the Mariners. He'd go on, as you know, to be the only member of the 50-50 club. 1-1 pitch. That's a strike called, and it is 1-2. That late September Thursday afternoon in Miami. And he went 6 for 6, drove in 10, had 3 home runs.
Just an amazing day.
There's a 1-2 from Joe Boyle. And Ohtani takes it down near the feet. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ohtani looking out. Joe Boyle looking back at him. Right-hander 1-1 on the season. 2-2 pitch. That's up high, and it's a full count to Ohtani. Three and 2 the count. The pitch. And Ohtani swings and strikes out. Slider on the outer half. And that will be the 2nd strikeout of the game for Joe Boyle. 2 men out for the Dodgers here in the 3rd. And Mookie Betts is up. Betts hit into an around-the-horn double play in the first inning. 0 for his last 15. Takes a pitch outside. Dodger fans, listen to the game. Have your favorite food delivered with Uber Eats. Just open the app, order from a local spot, and enjoy every moment of the action. You can do brunch at this time of the day. 1-0 pitch taken for a strike. Early game today, a noon start, 12:10 actually, Eastern time. And they do that here so that they can avoid any afternoon rain showers. 1-1 is swung on and looped into shallow left field. That ball is going to be caught. Oh, a diving catch by Jake Mangum to rob Mookie Betts of a hit. As he dove toward the infield to do it. And Mangum makes a spectacular play. The side retired in order. Through 2.5 innings, it's the Dodgers nothing, Rays nothing.
LA Dodgers on the order.
Jake Mangum with a great catch to rob Mookie Betts as we move on to the bottom of the third inning. Taylor Wall's leading off, and he takes a strike from Yamamoto. A catch by Mangum, the save of the game, brought to you by Metropolitan Water District of Southern California. Say goodbye, grass. Hello, rebates. Visit BeWaterwise.com. Walls fouls one off to the third base side, and it's 0-2. No score here in Tampa Bay. 0-2 pitch. That swung on and popped back foul and out of play. A lot of firsts for the Rays this year. They've never played outside until this season. I mean, for their home games, obviously for road games they have, but they have had rain delays. Haven't had any rainouts this year. Swing and a miss, and out on strikes is Walls as he chased the splitter. Strikeout number 3 for Yamamoto.
Speaking of rain, how about the game that was supposed to be played in Bristol Motor Speedway last night between the Reds and the Atlanta Braves? Well, they got underway, and then the rains came back.
Yandy Diaz takes a curveball strike.
So both teams were going to fly out last night after the game. Well, they had to scamper around and find hotel accommodations.
Next offer low, 1-1. Well, they weren't supposed to have hotels anyway. This was designed where both teams would fly in, go to the ballpark, play the game, and then fly out. Well, that didn't happen. Here's a 1-1 pitch. Missed inside. I'm not sure where the Braves ended up staying. Did find out that the Reds were about 30 minutes away from the Speedway. managed to find some rooms. And a strike is called to Diaz, 2-2. It was quite a spectacle if you had a chance to watch. And it might have been the best produced rain delay ever. 4 hours. There's a swing and a bouncer towards short to his glove side. Betts, he grabs it, sidearms to first, and Diaz is out. He's 0 for 2, 2 down for the Rays.
Well, it was remarkable in the transformation of that speedway into the baseball park and the stage. There were concerts that also took place. But the infield, when they finally suspended the game, the infield looked like a lake.
Here's Brandon Lau, the first baseman. Target set by Smith. Yamamoto fires. It's low and away. Yeah, you just think about the logistics for an event like that, and it's amazing what Major League Baseball had to do to get the speedway ready. This ball is well hit to left center field, but playable. Andy Pages over there in the gap. He'll make the catch. And the side retired in order in the third. We head to the fourth inning. It's the Dodgers nothing, Rays nothing.
AM 570.
LA's best sports talk.
The real home of the Dodgers.
I went to college at Northeastern University, and all my friends were Red Sox fans. And while in my 3 years there, I really grew to appreciate Red Sox Nation and everything that they bring to the table. And once I got my head wrapped around the trade, I was really, really excited. I think they have one of the most iconic logos, these 2 socks right here on the sleeve. I love keeping it simple, really fond of the font, and I think it's a really cool look.
Freddie Freeman to lead off for the Dodgers in the fourth inning. Freddie with a double, 537th career double. 1 for 1, takes a pitch outside. At AM/PM, when the Dodgers steal a base at home, you score a free hot dog and any 12-ounce slim Coca-Cola. Redeem your free feast in the AM/PM app. Let's play ball. AM/PM, too much good stuff. Strike called in the outside corner to Freddie. 1 ball, 1 strike. Freeman has moved up in terms of batting average in the National League. He's at .304 after his first inning double. So he's passed Manny Machado of the Padres, and he is second only to Will Smith, who's batting .324. He's 20 points ahead of him right now. 3-1 to Freddie. And a pitch that came back over the outside corner. A slider. It started outside and then crept back in over the plate. 2-2 to Freeman. Freddie waits, the stretch and the pitch. He swings, hits a ground ball to the right side. Way over to his glove side is Ha-Sung Kim. Short throw to first. And Freddie is out. 1 gone for the Dodgers in the fourth.
Well, coming up on Tuesday night against the Cardinals at Dodger Stadium, it's Hello Kitty night. That's right. First 40,000 fans in attendance will take home a very unique Dodger-themed Hello Kitty crossbody bag. Come on, join us. Dodgers.com/promotions.
Will Smith, a deep fly out in the first inning. Fly very deep to left field. 0 for 1. Field back, nobody on. Pitch outside, a slider. 1 ball, no strikes to Will Smith with Michael Conforto on deck. Stretch by Boyle. And the pitch. And that is up and in. Now 2-0 to Will Smith. Here it comes. And Will takes a strike on the outer half. Well, if you're looking for a run for the Dodgers, you might need to squint a little bit. The last run they scored was in the 5th inning on Friday night when Freddie Freeman hit a solo homer. They have not scored since. There's a line shot to left center and a base hit. Dodgers trying to change that here in the 4th inning. So a 1-out single. Michael Conforto coming up. And you'd think this would be a good ballpark for Conforto to hit in. If he can pull the ball here, you'd have a field day.
Well, any ballpark's a good ballpark to hit in. This one, if you happen to pull it, it's a little bit better for lefties. And chance to hit it off the wall or over.
Well, he swings, hits a ball high to center field, fairly deep, but playable for Johnny DeLuca. He's well in front of the warning track in dead center, making the catch. And a 1-pitch out for Conforto. 2 down in the 4th for the Dodgers.
Well, one area the Dodgers have improved upon to this point. We're 2 outs into the 4th inning. They have struck out just 2 times, because we mentioned on this road trip, 91 strikeouts. And in the first 2 games of this series, 26 punch-outs.
Pitch to Pages coming from Boyle. And Andy swings and fouls it in and out of the catcher's mitt.
Well, the third baseman, he's playing to pull like it's prevent doubles defense in the 8th or 9th inning of a 1-run game or scoreless game.
Caminero along the line at third. Deep at short and covering the hole is Walls. Pitch inside to Andy. And for Pages, a 1-ball, 1-strike count. Look at the last 35 games for the Dodgers. They're 1 game over 500 in that stretch, 18-17. Pages swings, pops it up right side of the infield. Second baseman Ha-Seong Kim under it. Glasses on, reflecting the sun. He reaches up, makes the catch. And the Dodgers are done in the 4th inning. No runs, a hit, 1 man left. We go to the home.
Celebra tú también con Betcris.
World champion LA Dodgers audio network.
Never gets old.
No score here in Tampa. Bottom of the 4th inning. Junior Caminero will lead off. Josh Lowe and Ha-Seong Kim to follow against Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Yamamoto standing squared up on the mound of the plate. Caminero, right-handed batter, 0 for 1, struck out on a fastball his first time up. Swings and lines it to right field. That's a base hit. Yamamoto started him with a fastball on the outer half, and Caminero hit the ball where it was pitched. Well, the first time that Yamamoto has allowed the leadoff man to reach. Josh Lowe, the right fielder, grounded into a force out that ended the first inning, 0 for 1. Middle infield looking for 2. Even with the bag off the line at third is Freeland. Now the pitch, that's in for a strike. Again, the Rays have been tested at, time-wise. They have their night games beginning at 7:30, so it'll cool off a little bit more. And the stretch now, the 0-1. That one is swung on, line to left field, having it lined right up for Michael Conforto, who'll make the catch. 1 down. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the World Champion Dodgers Audio Network.
The home of the world champion LA Dodgers. KLAC KYSR HD2 Los Angeles. Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
Second baseman Ha-Sung Kim, 0 for 1, grounded to second in the second. 1 on and 1 out. Edman playing very close to the second base bag. A lot of room on the right side of the infield, and a curveball in for a strike.
Just thinking, okay, the 7:35 start on Friday night to let things cool off, and then come back yesterday with a 1 o'clock game so you can heat up.
That's right. Well, they had a reason for that, too.
Yeah, and then today is a high noon start.
And check swing at the plate. Now it's 1-1. Well, yesterday, normally on a Saturday they would have an evening game because of the heat this time of the year. But there was a pretty major concert at the stadium across the street, and they share parking. These two complexes do. 1-1 pitch, and it is foul back. So they had to play the baseball game during the day. They had the concert at night, and the events did not conflict. Now, the reason I'm told for the noon starts on Sunday here, usually the rolling rainstorms that come into the Gulf Coast of Florida, sometimes 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. 1-2. And that's strike 3 called on the inside corner. Got him with a splitter. That is strikeout number 4 for Yamamoto. 2 down. But what I'm told here is the research that they've done is that if they start at noon rather than 1, they have a better chance to avoid any late game rain delays.
Yep,
that might happen.
Late afternoon buildups.
They studied the Florida State League, and especially the team that has been playing here. Pitch outside to Hunter Fiducia. 2 down, 1 on. The Tampa Tarpons, which are the low A team of the New York Yankees. They normally play in this ballpark, but they have been relocated for this season to one of the backfields that's been converted for them. They looked at their rainout situation in the past, pitch fouled back, and they found that last year the Tarpons had 7 rainouts. And this year, Rays haven't had any. So the timing of the games has worked out. They've had some rain delays, which is expected. Pitch outside. Remember when the Marlins were in Miami before they went to the stadium they're in now? Stadium where the Dolphins play in. Those are outdoor games. They had their share of delays and rainouts. Canceled batting practice on a lot of days because of the afternoon showers. 2 ball, 1 strike pitch to Hunter Fiducia. He swings and fouls it off a leg. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Fiducia. Now, you know what it's like in Florida. You live on the other coast, but still Florida. A lot of showers here. We've been lucky, knock on wood, if we could find something to knock on around here. Yep. This will be the 58th pitch for Yamamoto this afternoon. Pausing, now delivering home. A swing and a miss, strike 3. Strikes out Fiducia on a slider. 5 strikeouts for Yamamoto. We're through 4 full. Scoreless ball game. Dodgers nothing, Rays nothing.
This is AM 570 LA Sports.
Top of the fifth inning, no score. Dodgers and Rays, game 3 of this 3-game set rubber game here. And if the Dodgers can win today, they'll end up with a winning road trip. They're currently 4-4 on a trip that has taken them through Boston and Cincinnati, and now here on the Gulf Coast in Florida. Bottom part of the order up, Alex Freeland, the third baseman, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Switch hitter batting left-handed against Joe Boyle, who has thrown 53 pitches to this point in the ball game. Camanero's in on the grass at third off the line, and the pitch outside, ball 1. Right side of the infield deep. And the shortstop, Taylor Walls, playing up the middle. Scratching the pitch. Low, scooped up by Hunter Fiducia. 2 balls, no strikes to Freeland. Well, the question is this the inning? The Dodgers can break the ice. It's been a while since they've scored a run. And Freeland bounces one foul at the plate. 2 balls and a strike. Ready for the 2-1 pitch is Freeland. And he will take a slider for a strike. Tommy Edman is on deck. And then Alex Call to hit after that. Long look in by Joe Boyle. Boyle out of the state of Kentucky. And now his 2-2. Swung on, grounded to the right side. Shuffle step over to his glove side is Kim, and he'll make the catch. Throw on to first. And Freeland is out 4-3. 1 away for the Dodgers in the 5th. And Tommy Edman batting now. Not been a lot of activity on the base paths. They've been hitting .230 against right-handed pitching while batting lefty.
Since Friday night, Dino Ebel, the third base coach, has to feel like the guy in that commercial, the lonely repairman.
Yeah, he hasn't even been able to talk to anybody down there.
He's talked to the umpire, and that's about it.
That's it. 1 ball and 1 strike to Tommy Edman.
Not the only sign he's given up is, hey, guys, I'm over here.
1-1 pitch. And a strike call. Well, you know what? That's baseball. These things happen. We talk about it all the time. You know, you're up, you're down. Sometimes you go through lulls. Sometimes the bats get cold together. Sometimes they get hot together. These things happen over the course of 162 games.
And it's another game to this point, Tim, that Yamamoto's not had any support behind him.
Exactly. Now a 1-2. And Edman looks at it low. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
I mentioned before is that Yamamoto this year coming into today 3.17 runs per game support, second lowest in the National League. Paul Skeens, the Pittsburgh Pirates, has the lowest run support.
2-2. Swung on a ground ball toward the middle. It hits the bag and jumps up over the shortstop walls and into center field for a base hit, a literal base hit.
All right, now things have changed.
I mean, Walls was getting there. He was going over to field the ball. And he was reaching for it, and it hit the front corner of the bag. And now Tommy Edman shaken up a little bit.
Well, that ankle has been problematic for Edman.
Yeah, he's coming out of the ball game.
Yeah, and he is limping noticeably.
So I think you'd imagine Miguel Rojas coming in this spot.
Well, that's really a concern, Tim, because Edman missed a couple of starts here and there because the ankle was flaring up a little bit, and with him having to leave here, it's going to be problematic on what's going to happen.
And so Rojas does come out and run for him, and he'll go in at second base.
And let's think ahead a little bit too. There is an outside possibility that Max Muncy may be activated tomorrow. And if that's the case, and if they look at the ankle of Edman, Do you make a decision as, hey, look, let's give him a respite, he being Edman? If Muncy is ready to come back tomorrow, and that may not be evaluated until Max gets to the ballpark at Dodger Stadium tomorrow afternoon.
Runner aboard, 1 out. Rojas at first, and Alex Call coming up. Call stepping in. Right-handed hitter. He wears number 12. And he'll look out at Boyle. And Boyle's pitch to him is outside ball 1. Shohei Ohtani is on deck. No score, top of the 5th inning. A very warm Sunday afternoon in Tampa. The pitch. And that's a strike call. 1 ball and 1 strike to Alex Call. Remember back in April, Call made an amazing catch, robbing Max Muncy of a hit in D.C. And he takes outside. I asked him about that on Friday when I saw Alex, and he remembered it very well. I'm sure Max Muncy does too. 2-1 pitch. And that's in there for a called strike. A slider right over the heart of the plate.
Yeah, Call. Interesting stance. Wide open stance to begin with. He's deep in the box, which means he's closer to the catcher. He's right on that back line. He waggles the bat back and forth right around his shoulder. And then when the pitch is about ready to release the ball, he moves his hands right to the top of the strike zone. And the bat no longer moves until he executes the swing.
Boyle's 2-2 pitch. Swung on, slowly rolled to first. That'll be picked up by Lau. He'll go to first base, step on the bag, and retire. Call, 3 unassisted. That moves Rojas to second base. And Shohei Ohtani coming up. And Ohtani is due. Shohei is trying to avoid going 7 straight games without a home run for the first time since mid-June. Kyle Schwarber, the Phillies, sneaking up on him now. He's got 37 homers. Ohtani with 38 leading the league. And he'll take up high ball 1.
Dodgers 0 for 2. Runners in scoring position today. They're not done a terrible job on this road trip, hitting .262 in this spot.
And all with these guys when I saw them in spring training and got a chance to play with them. Baseball cards are memories.
Dodgers and Rays. Bottom of the 5th inning, bottom of the order up. Jake Mangum, left-handed hitting left fielder, takes a pitch high from Yamamoto. Curveball. Mangum reached on a fielder's choice, stole second base in the 2nd inning. Was stranded. And another breaking ball is low. 2 balls and no strikes. 60 pitches for Yamamoto to this point. And he winds, kicks, fires, and misses low with a fastball. I think that's a pitch right there that you would see challenged if we were using the ABS system. And there's a strike called. 3-1. And they're using it obviously in the minor leagues. As Mangum goes over to the on-deck circle, does something to his helmet. But it's a situation where we may see more of that. And I was just told today that coming up in the very near future, the box that you see on television and the ABS will be synchronized as of next year. There's a ground ball to the right. Freddie Freeman's got it, underhand toss to Yamamoto. Foot race, and Mangum beats him to the bag. That's a base hit.
Yeah, Mangum's shown some speed, but for Yamamoto, just slow getting off the mound. Well, one thing that baseball needs to do with that box that they're using on the television screen, especially with the national telecast, is make it accurate. It's not.
I feel that
the width is accurate. The height is not.
Here's Johnny DeLuca. Nobody out, runner at first. No score. Bottom of the 5th. Pitch to DeLuca. Swings and fouls it back. Well, they feel the technology is getting better and better, and I'm sure we'll find out sometime this offseason as to what the plan is for further testing of the automatic ball strike system or usage. I would expect it at least in spring training next year. Pitch to DeLuca inside. I was talking to Dino Ebel last night about his son Brady, who's just signed with the Milwaukee Brewers. He said he's down in Arizona. So they do something a little interesting there that I wasn't aware of. It's kind of neat. 1-1. Swinging a grounder to short, charging his Betts, flips to second one. Rojas throw too late. They get the one in the middle, so Mangum is retired 6-4, and DeLuca is aboard with 1 out. What he was telling me is they use the ABS all the time, meaning they put it up on the Diamond Vision so that a batter, every single pitch, can see where the pitch comes in.
I think that helps the batter and the pitchers too, for that matter, but in particular the hitters. And we know, watching the ABS in spring training when it was used, the game stopped. Even the fans and players looked up to see the video.
Walls bunts to third, fielded by Yamamoto. Quick throw with the first in the dirt, and it gets away from Freeman. Rounding second and heading to third is DeLuca. Runners at the corners for Tampa Bay and 1 out. And here comes Mark Pryor, along with Japanese interpreter Will Ireton. He's going to have a word with Yamamoto, see if he's okay after fielding the ball the way that he did.
Well, very seldom do we see Freddie Freeman not make a catch, and that appeared to be a catchable ball. Low, yes, but it hit off the bottom of the glove, and Freeman is going to be charged with an error, and a costly one. Not only not get the out at first, the runner advances over to third, the lead runner.
Looks like Yamamoto's okay. The mound visit brought to you by Jacoby and Myers, because everyone deserves justice. First and third. And here's Yandy Diaz coming up, the leadoff man. 0 for 2, 2 groundouts. Dodgers middle infield will play for 2. No score. And DeLuca, first Ray to get to third base Pitch from Yamamoto. And Diaz takes low and in. 1 ball and no strikes.
Well, the other part, too, is if Walls does take off to go to second base, I doubt if the Dodgers would throw through, not with the speed of, well, DeLuca's average speed at third.
Here's Yamamoto's 1-0 offer. Swung on, fouled back. Ball and a strike to Yandy Diaz.
But while DeLuca, he's not one of those speed merchants that, well, he's going to steal 40 bases. Freeland, the third baseman, does have to play back. He's got to protect and throw some defense to stop that run from scoring.
Ready for the 1 ball, 1 strike pitch. Here it comes. And it is snapped in there low. A sinker. Faded off the plate and inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Walls leads at first. DeLuca with a big lead at third. Freeland playing deep and along the line. Now a 2-1. Diaz swings, pops it up right side, shallow right. Backpedaling is Rojas. He's got it for the out. 2 down now for the Rays in the bottom of the 5th.
Well, Dodgers back home tomorrow night against the Cardinals. And keep in mind, on Wednesday, it's Shohei Ohtani World Champion Ring Day. That's a day game. First 40,000 fans in attendance will get a special Shohei Ohtani World Champion ring. So celebrate the Dodgers championship. Get there early, by the way. Dodgers.com/promotions for more information.
I know you remind folks a lot about that. Getting there early.
And it is a day game on Wednesday.
Should be a great day, though. Here's Brandon Lau, the first baseman. Runners off first and third. And the pitch swung on, fouled off to the left and out of play.
7:10 start, Dodger Stadium. Cardinals tomorrow night, and on Tuesday night, 1:10 start on Wednesday.
0-1 the count to Lau. Left-handed batter waits. Again, DeLuca, good size lead off of third, and now Yamamoto will step off. That'll be his first disengagement from the pitching rubber. Here's an 0-1 pitch, and that's up and away. So the way they're going to score that bunt is a sacrifice bunt for Walls. And there'll be an error on Freddie Freeman that allowed not only Walls to be safe, but DeLuca to get to third. 1-1. Swung on and yanked foul. First base side, up to the top of the stands on the first base side.
Well, that's another area I talk about where the official scoring has changed. You know, it used to be the official score had to be able to be convinced that the batter, in fact, was giving himself up and not going for a base hit. And with 1 out, you're bunting. That's not to move a runner over. That's trying to bunt to get on base. So the sacrifice bunt works out well for the hitter because it does not get charged as an official at bat.
He was taking advantage of the third baseman position deeply, and he wasn't running like it was a sacrifice. Now a 1-2 offer to Brandon Lau. Runner goes from first to second, ground ball wide of first, foul. But yeah, you're right. I mean, he was trying to get himself on board as well as move the runner. But
and there's the spot too as the Walls took off, and especially Freeland is well off the bag. He has to be. The infield's playing the left-handed batter to pull. So that gives a lot of room for DeLuca to get just a tremendously big secondary lead. Again, they will not throw through unless he falls down halfway between first and second.
2 outs, 2 on. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Brandon Lau. Yamamoto ready to throw. He fires. Ball is swung on and fouled back over to the third base side.
The ball's not going that time.
Again, the stretch by Yamamoto. Ready for the 1-2 pitch. Here it is. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a splitter. And the Rays leave 2, including a man at third base. We head to the 6th inning. It's the Dodgers nothing, Rays nothing.
When you want Dodgers, the only.
Let's open this up. Let's take a look at what we find. Looks like we've got Lauren Shahadi.
Animation is great.
We got Robert Flores, one of the stars of MLB Central with Lauren Shahadi. Then we got Mark DeRosa. Look at that. He looks like Superman, does he not? Right?
He was when he was with the Cubs.
Harold Reynolds looking ripped in a tracksuit in Studio 42. There I am. The hair's on point.
I know this guy.
Look at that jawline.
25-year-old right-hander Mason Englert out of Grand Rapids, Michigan, takes over on the mound for Tampa Bay. No score, top of the 6th inning. Freddie Freeman to lead off. Joe Boyle went 5, gave up just 3 hits, no runs, walked 2, struck out 2, 71 pitches, 43 of those for strikes. Freeman 1 for 2 with a double. And he is dealt a strike from Englert.
Englert does throw a changeup, and it's not an ordinary changeup. There's not been a hit on the changeup by Englert since April 30th.
Making his 21st big league appearance right now. No decisions. Throws in the dirt, 1 ball and 1 strike. This pitching change brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. 1-1 to Freddie. The pitch. He swings and lines it into right field, a base hit. And Freeman with his 2nd hit and a leadoff single here in the 6th. Will Smith, the batter now. Will's 1 for 2. One on, nobody out. Freeman's been on base in 19 straight games. Pitch to Smith coming. And Will takes a strike high in the zone. Jackson Chourio of Milwaukee has been on base in 22 straight. And Freddie has now tied Luis Robert of the White Sox and Vlad Guerrero Jr. of Toronto. 19 straight games. Now Will bounces one foul by the Dodger dugout on the third base side. 0-2 to Will Smith. Outfield playing Smith straight up. Second baseman Hassan Kim close to the bag. Left side of the infield deep and playing near the line, the third baseman Junior Caminero. 0-2 delivery. And Will pops this one up back over near the third base dugout. Caminero doesn't see it, but the catcher Fiducia does, and he can't get to it. It drops in play in front of the railing of the Dodger dugout.
Yeah, the third baseman Caminero didn't move 15 feet on that ball.
He looked like he didn't see it at all.
That's a long way for a catcher. First of all, to find the pop-up, take off the mask, find the baseball, and then run as far as he did.
Still 0-2 to Will Smith. He is ready at the plate. Right-handed hitter looks out. And the 0-2 pitch. And that is up high. Close pitch with a cutter, but it missed, and it's 1-2. Freddie leads at first base, and nobody out. And the pitch. This one is in the air to center field. Not very deep. Coming in is DeLuca. He'll make the running catch toward the infield. And Smith is out. Will is now 1 for 3. 1 out and 1 on. Well, the last 10 games for Freddie Freeman, he is 15 for 40. That's about 390-ish. Michael Conforto, the batter. And the pitch to him is up and in. He leans back to get out of the way.
That base hit, by the way, for Freeman. For Englert, that's only the second hit that he's given up in the last 7 appearances.
Stretch, and now Englert ready to throw. He sends the ball to the plate, and it is pounded foul over by the Rays dugout. Strike 1 to Conforto. 1 ball, 1 strike. He's 0 for 2. Flied out very deep to left in the second inning, and then had a first pitch fly out to center field in the 4th. Caminero playing over by shortstop. Third base side wide open. And the pitch to Conforto is a changeup low. 2 balls and 1 strike. Englert 6'4", 205. Originally with the Detroit organization. Pitches inside. Englert debuted in 2023 with the Tigers. Had 31 appearances then. Last year just 12. Most of his appearances were in AAA with Toledo. 3-1 to Michael Conforto. Freddie hands on his knees over at first, and now Englert will step off the mound. Ready for the 3-1 pitch is Conforto. And here it comes. Breaking ball inside corner for a called strike. Full count. 1 out. Still a scoreless ball game on this Sunday afternoon. Sunday morning where you are likely. Payoff pitch will wait as Conforto requests time, and Dan Bellino, umpire, gives it to him.
That was a big pitch that Englert made with a 3-1 count. Coming in with a curveball and a good one.
Payoff pitch to Conforto coming. There goes Freeman for second base. Pitch is inside, ball 4. And Conforto draws the walk. Second walk, making that the third walk issued by the Rays today. One of them was intentional to Ohtani in the 5th inning. And he did walk to lead off the ball game. Now Conforto walks.
Another opportunity to this Dodger ball club. They're 0 for 3 with runners in scoring position so far. And neither ball club has really had a log jam on the bases today.
Kyle Snyder, the pitching coach for Tampa Bay, goes out. Infield is gathered on the mound having a meeting. Well, the Dodgers need to find a way to scratch out a run here. It's been 18 in the 3rd inning since they've last scored one.
And on this trip, there are 16 hits and 64 at-bats, runners in scoring position.
Let's see if they can get Freeman home here. Pages coming up. Hit by a pitch and stole a base in the 2nd inning. And last time up in the 4th, he popped up to Ha-Sung Kim at second base. And he typically has done well with runners in scoring position. He's in the top 10 in the National League in average with runners in scoring position, 337. Right-hand batter against the right-handed pitcher. Englert ready to throw. Here's his pitch, and it's in for a called strike. Started him with a sinker. Andy did not have a hit yesterday, did not have a hit Friday. His last one, his first time up Wednesday afternoon in Cincinnati. Pitches inside to Pages. 1 ball and 1 strike. The Dodgers getting left-handed action in the bullpen going. Alex Vesia. Tough day to pitch long in this humidity today. Englert's 1-1 offer. Swung on, ripped into left field, a base hit. Freeman is going to be waved around. They're going to challenge the arm of the left fielder. Here comes the relay, the throw, slide, safe at the plate. Freddie scores, and the Dodgers on the board. It's 1-0.
A great job by Dino Ebel, the third base coach. Freeman had to hold up initially when that line drive was hit to make sure the ball was not caught by an infielder. So it was a late jump. And then Ebel saw that Magnan was not really charging the ball, not the strongest of the throwing arms. And Dino gave Freeman the green light. He's safe. Well, that's just hooking up where a base coach has confidence in the runner that you're advancing to the next base.
Dodgers on the board. And Alex Freeland trying to keep things going here with 1 out and 2 on. He swings and misses here. Got a curveball down in the inner half. No balls and 1 strike. A hot shot off the bat of Andy Pages between short and third. And the pitch on the way. Outside for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike to Freeland. Freeland 0 for 2 today. Struck out on a splitter to the right hand of Joe Boyle in the second inning. And grounded out to second his last time up. Conforto leads at second. Pages not being held at first. And Freeland takes a strike on the outside edge. A changeup. 1-2 to Alex Freeland. Tommy Edmonds' spot on deck, but now it's occupied by Miguel Rojas, so he's out there. Edmond left the game, sore ankle, looked like. He's still been nursing that ankle every now and then. 1-2 pitch to Freeland. Way up high, fastball at 94.
This would be interesting to see what happens with Edmond, because you keep re-injuring something, it becomes chronic. And you reach a point that says, hey, look, need to get him off his feet for a while. And is that going to be what takes place? We'll find out tomorrow.
2 ball, 2 strike pitch. That swung on and hit in the air to right field deep. On the warning track is Josh Lowe. He makes the catch at the wall. Tagging from second and advancing to third is Conforto. Oh, a couple of feet more. And that would have been out. But it's a long fly ball out, and now the Dodgers, with 2 men gone, have runners at the corners. Dodgers have not taken advantage of that short porch and right yet during this series. Almost right there. Well, Miguel Rojas batting. 1 for 3 yesterday, hitting .310 since the 10th of June. It's 82 plate appearances that covers. Trying to get another run home. Dodgers up 1-0 here in the 6th. Pitch on the way, and Rojas will take a strike. Overall hitting .252, 6 home runs. He's driven in 14 on the season. Right side of the infield wide open with Pages being held. And he swings and goes that way. And it is toward the right field chalk line. And right where the grass and the track meet, it's hauled in by Josh Lowe. And Rojas is out. But the Dodgers get a run on 2 hits. They leave 2. No Rays errors. And after 5.5, it's the Dodgers.
Interrumpimos este video para recordarte que puedes endulzar tu día con una dulcerapia de la lechera.
A snack that Freddie cannot resist.
I would have to say chips and guacamole. Organic mango, yep.
Is that because of the strong Dominican contingent in the major leagues, bro? Has anybody ever struck out and gone crazy and smashed the cooler full of mangoes?
Nah, our team's not really into smashing each other's stuff, I guess.
Are you a seasoning guy? You like to drown your stuff in dips and sauces?
No. Gotta watch my figure.
And it looks great, brother.
I appreciate it.
Very sexy man.
Yeah,
Let's go, Freddie Freeman, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, I got a couple packs of 1986 Topps baseball cards. Let's open them up and see who's in here. I love the bubble gum. Oh my. Tom Seaver, but with a White Sox uniform on. The franchise for the Mets. I played with him in 1983, my rookie season. I was just in awe with these guys when I saw them in spring training and got a chance to play with them. Baseball cards of memories.
Now we return to the
Dodgers with a 1-0 lead. First pitch sinker fouled off, and it's 0-1 to Caminero. Single in the fourth inning for Caminero. He struck out swinging at a fastball back in the first. Dodgers on the board when they score first in games. They're 38-13. Swing and a foul back, strike two. Breeze blowing out to left center field. It's been alternating between left center and then pointing at the left field foul pole. The pitch on the way, the 0-2, and that is low. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Right-handed batters, 217 against Yamamoto. Lefties only 177. Caminero waits for the 1-2. Here it is. Swings and hits a hot shot right into the glove of Alex Freeland. He caught it a couple of inches off the ground. And Caminero lines out to Freeland. There's one away.
Well, Freeland working out, as all the guys do before the ballgame, but he had an extra infield session with Chris Woodward, the first base coach and infield coach, and it was under the watchful eyes of the manager, Dave Roberts, as well.
Josh Lowe, the right fielder, the batter, left-handed hitter, takes on the outside edge for a strike.
And it appeared that one of the areas that they were working on with was Freeland to the backhand side.
0-1 pitch from Yamamoto. Swing and a miss. He tied him up with a good fastball at 96 in on the hands.
We're getting official word that Edman indeed did leave the game with a right ankle sprain.
Next pitch up high, 1-2.
And that has been problematic.
Rojas at second. Instead. And there's a ground ball to Freddie Freeman. He grabs with the backhand underhand toss to Yamamoto on a dead sprint to first. Reached back, made the catch, and got there before Lowe for the second out of the sixth.
Yeah, nicely done on both sides. Hey, folks, Dodgers back home tomorrow night against the St. Louis Cardinals. It's also Roki Sasaki bobblehead night. First 40,000 fans in attendance will receive a special Roki Sasaki bobblehead presented by Inaba. So for tickets and more information, go online. Check it out. Dodgers.com/promotions.
Ha-Seong Kim, the batter. 2 outs. Dodgers up 1-0. He's 0 for 2. Ground out to second base. And struck out on a splitter. He takes a fastball outside here. 1 ball, no strikes.
For the Rays, number 22, Griffin Jacks.
Griffin Jacks, newly acquired from the Twins, warming up for Tampa Bay. 1-0 pitch, and that's outside. In fact, Jacks pitched against the Dodgers already this year with Minnesota when they were recently at Dodger Stadium. 2 balls, no strikes to Ha-Seong Kim. Former Padres shortstop. Now Will Smith wants to go out and have a word with Yamamoto. 87 pitches for Yama, and there is activity still going on in the Dodger pen. Hardworking Chevy Silverado, built on a legacy of long-lasting dependability. See your Southern California Chevy dealer today or shop now at SoCalChevy.com. Having a lawn meeting. Dan Bellino, home plate umpire, says it's too hot to go out there. They'll finish when they're done. And Bellino is just absolutely soaked. The umpires in this day game wearing their light blue jerseys. And he is soaked through his entirely.
They tried to stay in the umpire's room as long as they could before even coming out to get the lineups today.
2 ball, no strike pitch to Ha-Seong Kim. Swung on. That's lined to the left. That's a base hit. 2-0 pitch. He threw a cutter right down the middle. Kim has his first hit of the afternoon. He's 1 for 3. Now, back in the days when you were playing on the old flat AstroTurf, places like Cincinnati and St. Louis, and get really steamy in the summer. How'd you stay cool?
Lovely. Well, you just kept in your mind that you were playing on the, the edge of a little pond that had some big icebergs in the middle of it.
Sure.
Feel the cool wind coming across.
Yeah. You had other ways. Pitching change coming as Dave Roberts has come out to get Yamamoto.
Whether it's routine care or life-saving treatment, families turn to Children's Hospital Los Angeles when the stakes are high. Find an all-star doctor today at chla.org.
Yamamoto leaves the game, and Alex Vesia comes in. The pitching change presented by Navien HVAC and water heater products. Dodgers a 1-0 lead, 2 down, 1 on. Hunter Fiducia, left-handed batter, up. And the first pitch for Vesia this afternoon is swung on and popped up foul back of the plate. Will Smith giving it a run near the on-deck circle, but it climbs the fence and goes into the first row. So Vesia been very good since the 22nd of June. He's got an ERA under 0.7. It's 0.68. And looking to get Fiducia here and get the Dodgers to the bat rack in the 7th. Runner at first base is Ha-Seong Kim. And the pitch outside for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Will Smith pointed the glove back at Vesia, said, that's where I wanted you to put it. He held the target there just outside off the plate, and he hit it. Now the lefty peeks over at first. He will kick and come home, and this ball is popped up third base side. Alex Freeland drifting into foul ground, still drifting, makes the catch, and falls into the protective netting. And Fiducia is out, and the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We go to the 7th in Tampa. The score, the Dodgers 1, Rays 0.
AM 570.
LA's best sports talk.
The real home of the Dodgers.
Interrumpimos este video para recordarte que puedes endulzar tu día con una dulcerapia de la lechera.
A snack that Freddie cannot resist.
I would have to say chips and guacamole.
Organic mango, yep.
Is that because of the strong Dominican contingent in the major leagues, bro? Has anybody ever struck out and gone crazy and smashed the cooler full of mangoes?
Nah, our team's not really into smashing each other's stuff, I guess.
Are you a seasoning guy? You like to drown your stuff in dips and sauces?
No. Gotta watch my figure.
And it looks great, brother.
I appreciate it.
Very sexy man.
Yeah,
Let's go, Freddie Freeman, ladies and gentlemen.
special guest on the field before the game today, Pepe the Penguin.
Pepe was a little cranky today.
If you're at the ballpark with your kid, what's most important? You got to get snacks for Junior. This is a rare father-son first base coaching combo.
Well, after Dinger put up a sign that said, "Mrs. Met, call me," Mrs. Met has her response.
That hit my bat. That was a foul ball I want to hit. He was trying to stay in the hit. See, look, he said foul ball, foul ball. He didn't want to go down to first base. He wanted to hit.
Top of the 7th inning, 1-0 Dodgers. Alex Call, the number 9 hitter, will lead off. And then Shohei Ohtani and Mookie Betts. Shakey's Pizza Parlor is the official pizza partner of the Dodgers audio broadcast. When it's game day, it's group day at Shakey's.com. Well, Mason Englert remains on to pitch for the Rays, his second inning of work. And Call, his third time up, he's 0 for 2. Grounded to third, grounded to first. Making his first start with the Dodgers, the former Washington National. Dodgers get their lone run last inning. Freeman had a leadoff base hit. And the first pitch to Call. This is for ball 1. It was well outside. And Freeman got himself moved in on an RBI base hit by Andy Pajes. Here's the pitch. And a strike called. 1-1 to Call. On the bottom of the 8th inning in Boston, Red Sox leading the Astros 6-1. 1-1 pitch, wave and a miss. The Reds and Braves, Bristol Motor Speedway. Continuing the suspended game from last night, Braves lead at 3-2, bottom of the 4th inning. It's Bristol, baby. That's what it said around the apron of home plate. I saw the festivities last night. Saw that 1 inning in the rain before they had to call it for the night. Now a 1-2 pitch. And Call drills it foul on the ground off the front of the Dodger dugout.
And they had to wait a long time to even get that inning underway. Took off the tarp, got ready, started raining, put the tarp back on again. And then finally, it looked like a lake in the infield. And they said, "No, that's enough."
1-2 pitch. And Call grounds it right back to the pitcher. He drops it, picks it up, takes his time, throws on to first. Call is out, 1 away in the 7th. Here comes Ohtani. Elsewhere, the Blue Jays will come in this weekend at the Dodger Stadium. Scoreless with the Royals, top of the 2nd in Toronto. Mets ahead of the Giants in the bottom of the 1st, 1-0 in New York. And the Padres losing to the Cardinals last night, so the Dodgers still 3 up on them, looking to add to that. 0-1 to Shohei Ohtani. Walked twice and struck out, one of his walks intentional. 1 ball and 1 strike as the fastball missed low and away. That right field wall just inviting Ohtani. Pitch. He swings, hits a tapper off the end of the bat out in front of home plate. Fiducia throws to first. It's too late, and Ohtani called safe. It's a base hit for Ohtani. Maybe traveled, 11 feet?
Well, one of the things that gets overlooked with Shohei Ohtani is how fast he can run.
Be the 117th hit of the season for Ohtani. Runner on first and Mookie coming up. It's no secret this has not been the best offensive year for Mookie Betts, but still lots of time to turn things around. As he looks out at Englert, and the pitch is way inside for ball 1.
Yeah, well, I'm still trying to figure out what Betts was working on in the All-Star break when he went home to Nashville. He kept something that looked like a medicine ball about that size, in between his elbows as he was swinging the bat. We've seen a swing kind of simulating that in batting practice for a few days.
Ohtani breaks for second, pitch outside for a ball, throw down, not nearly in time, as Ohtani steals his 14th base of the season.
It is amazing. Big man like that runs as fast as he does.
And he got there with a pop-up slide with grace and ease. I mean, it just looks so easy for him.
Well, you know, he's changed that slide since the injury also last year, where he had the shoulder had to be worked on, where he put the left hand down with his slide. He no longer does that.
2-0 to Mookie Betts. RBI chance now for Mookie. Looks at a ball in the dirt, 3-0.
Dodgers 1 for 6 with runners in scoring position today.
Freddie Freeman on deck. Dodgers nursing a 1-0 lead here in the 7th inning. Stretching the pitch to Betts, the 3-0. And Mookie watches it for a strike. A sinker up and in, but in the strike zone. Mookie's got a lot of room to the left of the second base bag. The shortstop, Taylor Walls, playing him toward the hole on the left side. Now a 3-1. He lets it go outside for ball 4. Mookie's on board for the first time today. First and second, one out for Freddie Freeman. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
The home of the world champion LA Dodgers. KLAC KYSR HD2 Los Angeles. Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
Freddie Freeman 2 for 3 on the afternoon. First pitch outside, ball 1. 1-0 to Freeman, doubled in the first inning, grounded out to second in the 4th, and then singled and scored the game's only run in the 6th. Ohtani at second, Betts not being held at first, and a 1-0. Outside, 2 balls and no strikes to Freeman.
Very deep in left Magnum. The big hole in the left side of the infield as well, because Walls, the shortstop, is playing to pull. He's up the middle, but the third baseman, Caminero, cannot get that far away from the bag in case Ohtani were to take off and trying to steal third.
Rays pitching coach Kyle Snyder will make the walk out from the first base dugout. Talk about how to approach Freeman here. He's third in the National League in batting with runners in scoring position, hitting .369.
Well, the best advice we can give you, you're facing Freddie Freeman, whether there's some man on base or not, better do it cautiously.
Right-handed action in the Rays bullpen down the right field side. It's hard for us to see in the bullpen here because the stands are in the way, and you might catch a glimpse of somebody throwing down there.
Brian Baker is throwing.
That's it. So Baker is up. And Kyle Snyder buying some time for him. Mason Englert will get ready to throw to Freddie Freeman. Ohtani with a base hit at second base. Betts behind him at first. He walked. 2-0 pitch to Freeman coming. And Freddie swings at a cutter and misses.
Just watching Ohtani did something that you want the hitters to do before every pitch. Turn around, see where the outfielders are positioned. See where the infielders are positioned.
2 ball, 1 strike offer to Freeman. There goes the runners, both of them. They're going to throw it out to second base. Mookie ahead for a slide. He's safe. A double steal led by Ohtani. So 15 steals for Ohtani. And for Mookie Betts, that's his 8th.
Yeah, but that trail runner, I mean, you've got to be very alert to see if the guy in front of you does, in fact, take off. Although while there was a conference on the mound, did see Ohtani walk back over to first base and talk to Betts. I just wonder if this was something that was predetermined they were thinking about doing.
Rays draw the infield in now. 3-1 pitch to Freeman. Runners off second and third. Pitch to Freddie. Another cutter and another swing and a miss.
It changes the defense in tightly. It removes a ground ball double play as far as the force to second and to first. There's no force out at second or third.
Englert's payoff to Freeman. Here it is. And Freddie swings, hits it on the ground into right field, a base hit. Here comes Ohtani in to score. It's 2-0 Dodgers. That stops at third as Freddie gets his third hit of the day and his 60th run batted in of the season.
Yeah, well, we said if you're going to pitch to Freeman, you better do it cautiously.
Will Smith on his way to the plate.
Well, this is a new look for the Dodgers. In the inning, within 3 hitters, you had 3 stolen bases. And it just really changed the look of the inning on top of it.
And I thought we might see Kevin Cash come out, but he is still in the dugout, and Englert's still on the hill. He throws the rosin bag down behind the mound. Climbs back up on top of the pitching rubber. First and third, 1 out. Will Smith, the batter. Pitch to Will. Inside, ball 1. Threw him a changeup. Second baseman Ha-Seong Kim very close to the bag. And with Lau holding Freeman on the right side of the infield wide open. A lot of room on the left, too, with Taylor Walls, the shortstop, shading the hole. Now a 1-0 pitch to Will. And he'll take a strike on the inner half. Back-to-back changeups to Smith. 1 ball, 1 strike. Caminero playing behind the bag along the line at third. Mookie can get a good lead. 1-1 pitch. And it's up and in. 2 balls and a strike. So Freeman's been involved in both Dodger runs this afternoon. Scored the first one in the 6th and drives in the second one here in the 7th. 2-1 to Will Smith. Pitch. Swung on, a bouncer to short. It is picked up by Walls. He goes to second, 1 on to first, and that is an inning-ending double play. But the Dodgers do pick up a run on 2 hits. They leave a man. No Rays errors. 7th inning stretch. We're going to keep it here for God Bless America on this great Sunday afternoon on the Gulf Coast of Florida.
Sometimes artifacts in the collection of the Hall of Fame can tell multiple stories. This is the earliest known Yankees baseball cap in existence. It tells a story of a very early baseball cap and of a guy who just had a cup of coffee in the big leagues. But there's actually a hidden story inside this cap. There's another name written in the cap. So who's Dolan?
I walk alone.
Hander now warming for the Dodgers in the bullpen. A former Dodger, but now back from the Twins. Dodgers traded James Outman for him, and that pitch up and in and under the chin. And getting out of the way is Mangum. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bottom of the 7th inning, brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Here comes the 1-1 delivery. And he swings and hits a soft liner on the infield. 1 hop for Rojas. He'll throw on to first. And that's a strange ball to play with that kind of spin it had on it. And then Rojas figured he'd let it just take 1 hop. And made the easy play.
Well, if he comes in, who knows? It gets a short hop or you don't know. You stay back and Rojas can trust his hands. He's got excellent hands.
1 away. Johnny DeLuca, the center fielder, the hitter. Right-handed batter takes high ball 1.
Good advantage is that the ball was not hit hard because that was hit right off the knuckles. Severe jam shot.
DeLuca 0 for 2 today. And Vesia kicks and fires home. And it's outside. 2 balls and no strikes.
So, Tim, all the talk about a short right field fence, 314 feet. Dodgers have hit 1 home run. That was Freeman, and that was not a cheapie.
Oh, it would have been gone anywhere. 2-0 pitch. That's low, 3-0. In fact, the one that Freeman hit, when you look at the outfield here, there's canopies that have been put up to cover the bleachers. And there's 2 separate canopies that are the closest to the right field pole. He hit one off the roof of the canopy down the right field line. 3-0 pitch to DeLuca. That's a called strike. Fastball.
And those familiar with this part of Tampa, you hit it on the roof. If it continues to bounce or if it goes over, it's liable to hit a car because Dale Mabry is the big thoroughfare right behind the fence.
3-1. Swung on, fouled back, count is 4.
Which I joked yesterday. It says it goes from this area all the way to Canada. I mean, Dale Mabry is all over the place when you start to list all the cities that street runs through.
3 balls, 2 strikes to DeLuca. The pitch. That's swung on and sliced to right. That's a long run for Alex Call. He gets there and makes the catch right where the grass and the track come together near the chalk line in right field. That's a good jump. Great speed toward the line for Alex Call, and there are 2 down.
And a good angle to get the baseball. Straight to it.
Taylor Walls, the shortstop, number 9 hitter. 2 outs, bases empty. Freeman in on the grass at first, off the line for the right-handed batter. Pitch swung on, fouled straight back.
Yeah, speaking of this area, there's been some Hall of Famers come out here. Wade Boggs, Fred McGriff, Tony La Russa, manager. Al Lopez, Hall of Fame manager. Kevin Cash, the present manager of the Rays, is from here. Steve Garvey, of course.
There's an 0-1 pitch. And that's up high. Of course, Garv was he was a bat boy for the Dodgers in spring training before at Vero Beach when he was a kid.
Dad was a bus driver. Gary Sheffield is from this area. Pete Alonso, Lou Piniella, Dwight Gooden.
And a 1-1 offer. A little bit high, 2-1. I don't know if he's doing it anymore, but I know Wade Boggs was acting as a high school hitting coach for a little while just to keep getting out to the field. Strike called to Walls. 2-2 the count.
Yeah, it would behoove a high school player to listen to Wade Boggs when he talks about hitting. The only question is, did Boggs also tell him to have chicken for lunch?
Probably. He had it before every game. 2-2 pitch. Swung on, fouled back. And his nickname was the Chicken Man as a result.
Yeah. So on days of the game, have chicken.
Yeah. Two balls and 2 strikes to Walls.
We had that here the first night.
I thought it was Roadrunner.
It was fried Roadrunner.
Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a foul. Somebody tried to tell me it was Manatee, but I knew better.
No.
2-2 the count to Taylor Walls. And the stretch by Vesia, and he comes home. 2-2. Swung on and fouled away down the first base side. And speaking of manatees, if you head north here about 40 minutes, it's Crystal River.
Yeah.
You can swim with as many manatees as you want. That's where they hang out, a lot of them. But they're all over the Gulf Coast, East Coast too.
Yep.
They're fun to watch. Now a 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three. Vesia strikes him out. He's faced 4 men in the game, struck them all out. Got them all out, struck out just this one. And after 7 full, we go to the 8th inning. It's the Dodgers 2, Rays nothing.
LA's best sports star.
That's a good.
You know, we like to stay on topic here, but Squirrel.
What? Where?
Squirrel.
Where? Oh, no.
How about that? That went right up into the batter's eye, into the camera position. How about that?
Whoa, that one will fall into the White Sox dugout.
Well, it looks like he's still aggravated about being traded away.
She's so excited she just threw it back. That was off the ledge, too. We can't get that down.
How do you get out, though? That's the problem. There's no exit.
The newfangled idea of the time was night games, and teams thought that the shiny material of satin would reflect the stadium lights better. But satin comes with all kinds of issues. Despite all its drawbacks, this shiny material really does create a show-stopping jersey.
A good job in relief. Has a clean inning in the bottom of the 7th. We go to the 8th. Brian Baker comes on. It's his 50th appearance for Tampa Bay. 3-4 the record. ERA over 4.5 at 4.6. But 57 strikeouts in 45 innings of work. So significantly more strikeouts than innings pitched. And that's the number the Rays like. So the pitching change brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change, your 15-minute drive-through oil change with locations throughout Southern California. Michael Conforto leading off against Baker. Dodgers up 2-0 here in the 8th.
Baker, another big guy, 6'6", 235. Originally an 11th round pick by the Rockies.
And now he's got a problem with his PitchCom device, and looks like they're going to trade it out for another one. Puts it over his right ear, puts it in the lining of his cap on the right side of it, and now he'll fix that down behind the mound, and they'll get going again. Conforto this afternoon, fly deep to left, flied out to center, and then walked. So 0 for 2. Been on base once. Was stranded at third in the 6th inning. The pitch from Baker. And Conforto takes a ball high and outside. 2-0. Some other games going on right now. The Twins leading the Guardians 4-2, top of the third in Cleveland. The new look Twins. Pitch swung on, fouled back. The Twins traded 10 players off their active roster, 11 players total. Some of them are here in this ballpark today. Griffin Jax is in the bullpen for Tampa Bay, and Brock Stewart was warming up for the Dodgers. 2-1 pitch. Wave and a miss, and it's 2-2. Bottom of the second, down south of here in Miami, the Yankees and Marlins are even at a run apiece.
For the Twins, you walked into their locker room the last couple of days. Who are these guys?
Yeah, who's this? Need an ID badge. 2-2 pitch. And Conforto belts one to left center field. It is slicing. A diving catch by Johnny DeLuca. Oh, what a play by DeLuca to steal an extra base hit from Michael Conforto.
That is such a difficult catch. You're going to the backhand side, and first of all, you got to be running. You cannot run on the heels because the ball will look like it's jumping on you. So you have to be on the balls of your feet. Then you make the dive. You're going to the backhand side. You catch the ball. Then you have to hold on to it as you crash into the ground.
Oh, one out, a big out there as Conforto looked like he was going to be at second base, but DeLuca, great defense. Andy Pages drove in the first run of the game back in the sixth inning with a single. He swings and belts this one to left pretty deep. This one's heading back near the wall. It is caught by a running Jake Mangum on a dead run right on the warning track. Reached up, made the catch. And some terrific outfield defense this inning for Tampa Bay results in 2 outs.
And Mangum already has an outstanding catch on a headfirst dive on a ball hit by Mookie Betts in the third inning. So that's 3 terrific outfield plays in this game by the Rays.
Alex Freeland is 0 for 3. Switch hitter batting from the left side. The pitch from Baker. In there for a strike. Top of the 8th. Brought to you by Morongo Casino, Resort and Spa. The MVP for fun, food, and good times. Less than 90 minutes from wherever you are. Morongo celebrating 20 years of good times. Pitch outside, 1-1 to Freeland. Well, Alex has hit in 3 straight since making his big league debut. About 0 for 3 so far. Looking for a hit here with 2 down. 1-1 pitch. Changeup runs over the heart of the plate for a strike. That ball started inside. You could see it fade back over the middle. Freeland asks for time, gets it. Behind in the count, a ball and 2 strikes. And a 1-2 pitch to Alex Freeland. And he will look at a ball low, check swing, appeal down to Phil Cuzzi, the umpire at third. He says he didn't go. Two ball, 2 strike pitch from Brian Baker. Wave and a miss at the changeup. Struck him out. And 1-2-3 go the Dodgers in the top half of the 8th inning. Head to the home half when we come back to George M. Steinbrenner Field in Tampa. The score, the Dodgers 2, Rays nothing.
When you want Dodgers, the only...
Still clown when the underground when we come around.
Bottom of the 8th inning, Dodgers 2 and the Rays nothing. And on to pitch for the Dodgers is right-hander Brock Stewart, the former Dodger who was recently with the Minnesota Twins. Dodgers traded to get him back. Here's the pitch from the right-hander to Yandy Diaz as the Rays are at the top of the order. Esteury Ruiz is in left field now for Michael Conforto, so a defensive switch there. So Brock Stewart ready to go. Red leather glove, he kicks and delivers home a strike at the knees to Diaz. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, we had heard that Stewart had really kind of smoothed out his delivery, and the result has been a little increase in velocity. That last pitch was at 98.
He stretches, delivers 1-1. Swing and a miss at a ball down and in, a sinker. And it's a ball and 2 strikes to Yandy Diaz. With the Twins, he had 39 appearances and an ERA of 2.38. So, and his former teammate in Minnesota, Griffin Jack's, now warming up in the other bullpen for the Rays. There's a breaking ball, swung on, popped up to right field. Alex Call waiting underneath it, sunglasses on. He'll make the catch, and there is 1 away for Tampa Bay in the bottom of the 8th inning. But a lot of history with the Dodgers for Brock Stewart. Drafted in the 6th round by the Dodgers in 2014. And pitched in the big leagues 2016, 17, 18, part of 19. Before being placed on waivers and picked up by the Toronto Blue Jays. A pitch swung on by Brandon Lau, the first baseman. He fouls it back off to our left. Today,
I gotta say, for Stewart, the last 7 games, by the way, 6 innings and an ERA of 1.5 was all.
He's ready on the hill, and the 0-1 to Lau. That swung on, hit in the air to left field deep. Going back after it is Pages, also Ruiz. Ruiz makes an over-the-shoulder catch running onto the bullpen. The warning track, beg your pardon.
Well, this has been an outfield clinic. The Rays have had 3 outstanding plays in the outfield. Call has made a good one, running down the last inning to a ball near the foul line, and for Ruiz, using that speed and getting under that fly ball.
A great catch by Ruiz. 2 down. Junior Caminero, the third baseman, up. Swings, fouls it back. And that is strike 1, 0-1. Today's game brought to you by First 5 California. 1 in 3 children are at risk of toxic stress, but there are things parents can do to help. Learn how to overcome it at first5california.com. Here's an 0-1 pitch to Caminero from Brock Stewart. Swung out, popped up foul, back and out of play off to our right.
Well, here's another note on Stewart. The last 30 games, you talk about, well, what are you acquiring? And the Dodgers know about Stewart as makeup to begin with. The last 30 games, Brock Stewart has an ERA 1.69. 5 earned runs over those 30 appearances.
He goes into the stretch. Here comes the 0-2 to Caminero. And Caminero takes a fastball high at 97. And Stewart with the Dodgers was up and down between AAA and the big leagues. Most appearances he ever made in a season was 2017. He made 17 appearances then. Now his pitch. Swung on, fouled away to the right. 2 down, bottom of the 8th, 2-0 Dodgers. Rojas, Call, and Ohtani due up in the 9th inning. More than likely to face Griffin Jax. On a sun-splashed and warm Sunday afternoon, as the Dodgers wrap up this series here at George Steinbrenner Field, back at Dodger Stadium tomorrow night to take on the Cardinals. Here's a 1-2 pitch to Junior Caminero. Swung on and lined into center field. That's a base hit. 1 hop for Andy Pages. 2-out single for Caminero. He's got 2 hits today. 2 for 4. And Josh Lowe coming up, the left-handed hitting right fielder. 0 for 3 for him. Ha-Seong Kim is on deck for the Rays. Caminero leads at first, held on by Freeman. Pitches inside to Lowe. Rays are 2-8 in their last 10. They're getting ready to go out on a long trip. They've got a tough schedule down the stretch. They'll have a 4-city, 12-game road trip starting tomorrow. 1 ball now and 1 strike to Josh Lowe. He probably checked his swing. It was called a strike by Dan Bellino, the home plate umpire. Now the Rays are going to Anaheim first, then Seattle, San Francisco, and Sacramento. 31 of their last 49 games are on the road. Pitch swung on, ground ball left side. To his glove side is Freeland. He grabs it, throws strongly to first in time to get Low. No runs, 1 hit, 1 man left. We go to the 9th. It's the Dodgers 2, Tampa Bay 0.
AM 5.
Here we are, Arlington, Texas. This is the Graham Slam Burger. So 2 patties, brisket, caramelized onion, American cheese, ranch aioli, or ranch mayo, if you will.
Oh yeah, we're in Texas.
Yeah.
It's something that you definitely want to take a picture of and just put on the gram. I took a bite of it, but it still looks dope.
It's a burger that looks great, but also delicious.
Top of the 9th inning, 2-0 Dodgers. Miguel Rojas leads off. Alex Call to bat second. Shohei Ohtani third this inning against Griffin Jacks. 50 games with the Twins. A 1-5 record. First ball swinging. Ground ball to third. Backhanded by Caminero. He looks, make sure he's got it in his glove. Makes an iffy throw down to first as Brandon Lau had to stretch for it behind him in foul territory, but he caught it before Rojas could touch the base. 1 out.
That is a throw that is basically just lobbed.
Well, 1 down, and here is Alex Call. He's 0 for 3. Blake Trinan starting to loosen for the Dodgers in the bullpen. Call open stance from the right side. He's grounded out 3 times today, and he'll take 1 low, ball 1. Top of the 9th, sponsored by Cars for Kids. Ready to donate your old car? Call 1-877-CARS for Kids now. Friendly agents standing by to take your donation. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today. That pitch way inside. Call gets out of the way. 2 balls, no strikes. Ohtani back in the leadoff spot today, waiting on deck. Betts would follow. And Call couldn't hold up his swing on a sinker at the bottom of the zone. 2-1. Rays outfielders playing Call straight up. Second baseman Ha-Seong Kim over toward the bag. And a sweeper is inside for a ball. Griffin Jacks faced the Dodgers recently when the Twins were at Dodger Stadium. And now appearing for the Rays. Pitches inside to Call. That's ball 4, and the Dodgers have a base runner in front of Ohtani. Good time for some insurance, perhaps. Jacks was acquired in exchange for right-handed pitcher Taj Bradley. That was a 1-for-1 trade. He had 72 strikeouts in 46 innings pitched. Jacks, the right-hander, sends one home to Ohtani, right down the middle for a called strike. Ohtani walked in the first, struck out in the third, intentionally walked in the fifth. reached on an infield single in the 7th, stole 2 bases, and scored a run. Pitch outside, 1 ball, 1 strike to Shohei. Ohtani's scheduled to pitch Wednesday afternoon against the Cardinals at Dodger Stadium. 1-1, and he'll look at it off the plate outside, 2-1. Changeup from Griffin Jacks. Tyler Glasnow scheduled to pitch tomorrow. He'll go opposite Sonny Gray in the opener. Here's the pitch. And a strike call to Ohtani. Another changeup on the outer half. And then word is now that Emmett Sheehan would be scheduled to pitch on Tuesday. And Ohtani Wednesday, and Thursday's an off day before the Toronto Blue Jays come in on the weekend at Dodger Stadium. Here's a 2-2 pitch. And Ohtani looks at it away. Sweeper off the plate, never came back in. Full count, 3-2, 1 out. And Alex Call, the runner at first base. 2-0 Dodgers in front. The stretch of the pitch. There goes Call for second base. Ohtani swings, hits it on the ground into right field, a base hit. Around second is Call. He will be held at third, and into second is Shohei Ohtani. The second baseman, Ha-Seong Kim, made a diving attempt. He just nicked the ball with his glove, and it slowed it down to the point where Ohtani could take the extra 90 feet.
No, and you don't get those extra 90 feet unless you're running hard the first 90 feet. So that speed, and now they're saying a single on to second on the throw.
What do you think?
No.
I think it's a double.
I do too.
Now the infield comes in for Mookie Betts. And the pitch low for a ball. It's got to be a double because you have to account for him getting to second base, and the throw wasn't to try to get an out at another base. Anyway, second and third, 1 out, and Betts a swing and a miss on a ball inside. It didn't take him long?
No. Evidently the official scorer is listening to us.
So it is a double for Ohtani. And Betts takes a strike. Oh, that pitch looked to be off the plate inside, but called a strike on Mookie, and it's 1-2. Mookie walked his last time up in the 7th.
And the pitch was inside, off the plate inside.
And a 1-2 now to Betts from Griffin Jacks. That's a breaking ball way up high. Sweeper. And it's 2-2.
Jack, so far, his curveball has not been curving. It's been spinning, but it hasn't really been breaking.
2-ball, 2-strike pitch from Griffin Jacks. It's in the dirt, blocked by Hunter Fiducia. Full count, 3-2. Freddie Freeman lurking on deck for the Dodgers. 2-0, top of the 9th, 2 on, 1 out. Mookie looking out at Griffin Jacks. Here's the payoff. He swings and bounces it foul to the far end of the Dodger dugout. And the outfield playing straight up. They've played straight up a lot of the day today to a number of the hitters. Just look at Johnny DeLuca in center field. He's pretty much lined up with second base, the mound, and the plate. 3-2 pitch. And Mookie fouls it away to the right side up in the seats.
And he stays alive by fouling off 2 pitches in a row.
Griffin Jacks has the pitch he wants to throw, and now comes set on the hill. The Tampa Bay right-hander throws. And Mookie swings. It's a long fly ball foul down the right side and well up in the seats. Three and 2. Call off of third base. Ohtani off of second. The pitch. And Mookie hits a hard liner foul past third.
That's 4 foul balls in a row. This will be the 10th pitch of the at-bat.
Extended at bat for Mookie Betts. And the 3-2. Swung on and well hit. Left center. Circling behind it now is DeLuca. He'll make the catch. Call will tag from third. He will score. Ohtani will tag at second and move up to third. And the Dodgers now with a 3-0 lead. A sacrifice fly for Mookie Betts. His 48th run batted in.
And one at bat for Mookie Betts. Down in the count early, 1-2. Moved it to 3-2 and then fouled off 4 in a row. And then finally sends it deep enough to score from third. Called and heads up. Ohtani tags from second. He winds up at third.
2 outs. Runner at third for Freddie Freeman, who has 3 hits this afternoon. Freeman has raised his average up to 306 currently. And the pitch is up and away to Freddie. 1 ball, no strikes. This is the 9th game he's had this season with 3 hits or more. Double, 2 singles, an RBI, and a run scored. The pitch outside. 2-0 to Freddie Freeman. Griffin Jacks throwing him a changeup. Jacks set on the hill, now the 2-0. And Freddie hits a fly ball down the left field side toward the corner. It is deep. It is caught right at the top of the wall by Jake Mangum. Might have taken one away from Freeman. That ball kept carrying, and right at the very top of the wall, Mangum pulled it back. Dodgers get a run, 1 hit, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Blake Trinan will try to wrap this one up. It's the Dodgers 3, Rays nothing.
LA's best sports star.
That's a good endorsement.
We play in Toronto. Guerrero sends over some good stuff for the guys, so when we play in Toronto, I definitely dive into that.
You gotta be careful with Vladdy, bro, because a Dominican breakfast will put you to sleep, bro. ¿Cómo está sonando la comida dominicana ya?
La comida dominicana ya no sé cómo está sonando, porque obviamente mi esposa me cocina. O sea, hay restaurantes, pero no voy a comer comida latina.
A lot of fans and collectors will look at the T206 set as the more famous of the sets that were produced in the early part of the 20th century. And certainly they would carry more financial value. But when you talk to collectors, some will tell you that these T205s are actually more physically attractive. They're maybe the most physically attractive cards produced prior to World War II.
Stottlemyre still wants somebody. There's Randy Johnson, the big unit. He towers over everybody. Randy's got to change his cap.
Oh, jeez. There you go. That looks better. Get that D-backs hat on,
Randy. Baseball world. For tickets and information, visit Dodgers.com/promotions. You're listening to LA Dodgers baseball.
On top of the mountain.
On the world champion LA Dodgers audio network.
Bottom of the 9th inning. Ha-Seong Kim will lead off against Blake Trinan. 3-0 Dodgers. Just saw another look at that replay of the catch by Mangum in left field, and he did rob Freddie Freeman of the home run. That ball would have gone out. Pitches up high to Kim for ball 1. In fact, he had to use the wall. He got a spike in the wall to kind of project himself up into the air high enough to make the catch, and he tore up the sign that's there. It's just sort of hanging there damaged right now. Pitch outside and low to Kim. 2 balls and no strikes.
With 3 terrific defensive catches, actually 4, and 3 of them by Magnum in left field tonight.
Blake Trinan, the right-hander, sends a pitch to the outside part of the plate, called a ball. And he starts off Ha-Seong Kim 3-0. Trinan 0-2 with an ERA of 4 since, combined with his early season numbers and since his return from the IL. 3-0 pitch snapped in for a strike. This is his 11th appearance.
Trying to coming back, it just really gives a tremendous depth now to this bullpen.
He's 2 for 3 this season in save opportunities, trying to save it for Yamamoto. And he starts the inning off walking Kim, and the tying run will come in the on-deck circle. So Yamamoto goes 5 2/3. And he is the pitcher of record on the plus side. Alex Vesey, an inning in the third, hitless and scoreless. Brock Stewart gave up a hit but no runs in 1 inning of work. And now Trinan with a man aboard and Hunter Fiducia up, the catcher. Left-handed batter. And the pitch outside corner for a strike. It looked like Hessun Kim was starting for second base and then stopped. Trinan got to keep an eye on him over there at first base. Got a short lead held on by Freeman. Stretched by Trinan, and the right-hander's 0-1. Swung on, grounded wide of first, foul. Oh, and 2 to Fiducia. Bottom of the 9th, Dodgers leading 3-0. Trinan's pitch. And it is swung on and fouled back behind him. And again, Kim looked like he wanted to take off for second.
Well, he's going to have plenty of time to do it. One of the things about Trinan in his career, he's been a little slow to the plate. That was at 1.63. So it's an extra 0.3 of a second for a runner. May not sound like a lot, but it is.
0-2 pitch now to Fiducia. Here it is. He swings and fouls it back to the screen.
And that was 1.7 plus. Right there, the time to get the ball there before it was hit foul.
Betts playing close to the bag at second, in from the outfield grass. As Trinan's 2-0 pitch is just a little high to Fiducia. Fastball at 96.
And 1.73 on the time.
You got to wonder here, 1-2, if this is the pitch that Kim decides to take off. It's not going to be, as he throws a sweeper that's fouled off to the left. Still 1-2 on Hunter Fiducia. Fiducia been with the Dodgers for a number of seasons now, in Oklahoma City mostly. And he will take strike 3, a sinker on the inside corner. Trinan strikes him out looking, and there's 1 down on the bottom of the 9th.
That's just a good pitch. That ball started inside, came back and got the corner. Just barely got the corner, but it got it.
Jake Mangum will come up. The left fielder that just robbed Freddie Freeman of a home run. 318 down the line here, by the way, but that's not the shortest part of the park. Pitch in there for a strike.
I'd love to get the ground ball, the double play, and get this game over with, but both guys, Kim at first and Mangum at home plate, have already exhibited very good speed.
Blake Trinan delivering home the 0-1. A swing and a grounder foul off the front of the Rays dugout on the first base side. It's 0-2 to Jake Mangum. Dodgers with single runs in the 6th, 7th, and the 9th. Blake Trinan kicks, deals. Swing and a ground ball into right field, a base hit. Kim's going to turn second and head for third. And now the tying run's going to come to the plate in the bottom of the 9th with 1 out. Mangum with a 1-out single.
Mangum a better low ball hitter, and that was a breaking ball that would have been ball 1. That was shin high, if not high ankle. He just went down and slapped it to right.
Mark Pryor, the pitching coach, is going to come out. There'll be a pinch hitter, Tristan Gray. A left-handed batter will come out to face Blake Trinan instead of Johnny DeLuca. So DeLuca, who made an incredible catch robbing Conforto of what would have been an easy double, will sit as Gray comes on to hit for him. This is Gray's first appearance of the series. And tomorrow night it'll be Tyler Glasnow, 1-1 against Sonny Gray. He's 10-4, the veteran right-hander for the Cardinals. Cardinals come in for the first of 3 tomorrow night. Hope to see you there. And make sure you tune in right here. Dodgers now with double barrel action in the bullpen. Left-hander Jack Dreyer warming. Right-hander Ben Kasparius is up and throwing. As Blake Trinan in the 9th has gotten himself into trouble. Started with a leadoff walk to Ha-Seong Kim. He struck out Fiducia. And now Mangum with a base hit. Runners at the corners. 1 man out. Force play is in order at second here. There's Trinan on the hill ready to go. He comes set, kicks, fires. And the sweeper just missing, staying outside. Trinan wanted that strike. He kind of gave a look back to Dan Bellino, the home plate umpire, as if to say, well, where was that? 1-0 the count. Gray waits at the plate. 167 hitter, and he takes a strike. No home runs, and he's driven in just 1. Playing very sparingly and going back and forth between the big leagues and AAA Durham. Freeland playing way off the bag at third, so Kim getting a really big lead. 1-1 pitch to Gray. And he takes on the inside corner, a sinker for a strike. So now the count has leveled out. It's where it should be after that first pitch was called a ball. Because that pitch was inside and off the plate. Things sometimes have a way of evening up, and it's now 1-2. 2 strikes on Gray. 1 out, bottom of the 9th, 2 on. The 1-2 pitch from Blake Trinan. And Gray swings and strikes out at a sweeper. Oh, good pitch. Second strikeout from Trinan. And now the Rays are down to their final out. And the number 9 hitter, Taylor Walls, the shortstop, is up. He's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts and a sacrifice bunt. Freeman's going to play back of the runner at first base, so he would look for Mangum to take off. He does, and the sweeper falls into the left-handed hitter for a strike. Defensive indifference allows the runner to move up. Here's an 0-1 pitch, and it's inside. 1 ball and 1 strike.
That inside fastball has been really money for Trinan here against lefties.
1 ball, 1 strike pitch to Taylor Walls. Done a good job with the glove in this series at short. Now the pitch. Swung on, rope down the right field line. That'll be a foul ball. It hits the protective netting at the far end of it. Count is 1-2, and the Rays down to their final strike today. As we approach 3 o'clock in the afternoon in the east and high noon in the west, just a few minutes away from it. Runners lead second and third, 2 outs. Trinan's 1-2 pitch to Walls. Swung on and line foul down the right field side. It was a fastball on the inner half. And Walls turned it around but pulled it too much. Trinan has the pitch he wants to throw. Now the 1-2 to Walls. It is a sweeper down low and in. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Those last outs always tough to get. 2-2, and Trinan ready to throw. The Dodger right-hander sends a 2-2 pitch home. And it's up high, and the count is full, 3-2.
Is not exceptionally deep in the outfield. And I mention that because tying runs at home plate. You're normally thinking, well, you don't want a double hit over your head.
Here comes the payoff pitch to Walls. It's high, ball 4, and Trinan with his second walk of the inning loads the bases. The tying run is at first, and the winning run coming to the plate in Yandy Diaz.
And here comes Dave Roberts.
He's got to get Trinan out, and they're going to probably get Kasparias here, get a right-on-right matchup. Now, this isn't exactly how the Dodgers envision the bottom of the ninth going. 2 outs, bases full. And Kasparias will be called upon. A pitching change timeout here in Tampa. We will take it with them. The score, the Dodgers 3, Tampa Bay nothing.
Started out small, they paying me double.
Ben Kasparias on for the 33rd time, 7-4 the record. He does have a save. 488 is earned run average. And he'll face Yandy Diaz with the bases loaded. Dodgers up 3-0. 2 outs, bottom of the ninth inning. Ha-Seong Kim, a walk, he's at third. Jake Mangum, a base hit, he's at second. And Taylor Walls, a walk, he is at first base. The Trinan goes 2/3 of an inning. Allowed 1 hit, walked 2, struck out 2. And Kasparias with 1 out to get to give the Dodgers a win here. And Diaz up, he's 0 for 4 today. The pitch. And it's high, ball 1. Started him with a sweeper. Diaz hit 2 home runs yesterday to the short porch and right. He represents the winning run for Tampa Bay. The pitch in there for a strike.
It's been a good spot for Diaz. Career bases loaded, 270. Has a couple of grand slams.
1-1 to Diaz. As Kasparias gets set on the hill. Glove at the belt. Now the pitch. Missed on the outside corner with a fastball, knee high.
So now all 3 outfielders prevent doubles defense. So they are another 3 steps at least deeper than they would normally be.
Kasparias checks the runners, comes home 2-1. Swing and a ground ball to short. Wilkie's got it. He'll throw on to first base, and the ball game is over. You can exhale as the Dodgers win this one, shutting out the Rays today 3-0. 5 pitchers combine on the shutout today. Yamamoto gets the win as he will get his 10th victory. But the Dodgers now with 65 wins on the season find themselves 3.5 in front of the Padres before the Padres play the Cardinals a little later on. Final totals on the ballgame today for the Dodgers: 3 runs, 8 hits, 1 error, and 9 left. For the Rays, no runs, 7 hits, no errors, and 10 runners left on base. Yamamoto goes to 10-7. Mason Englert gets the loss in relief for Tampa Bay. He's 0-1. And Ben Kasparias picks up his second major league save. 2 hours and 50 minutes the game time in front of a sellout crowd of 10,046 at George M. Steinbrenner Field. As far as shutouts go, for the Dodgers, that's their 5th shutout.